Welcome to the Crypto News channel where you receive your information about the cryptocurrency business, which is a high risk and high reward business. Welcome once again. So, today we are bringing to you another protocol. The name of the protocol is Dual Rise. Dual Rise. What is Dual Rise? It says that Dual Rise DeFi is at its purest. Avarice is just a fork of Avarice. If you know Avarice, or if you remember Avarice, it's here. Let me just open it. This is Avarice we have been investing in. It started about a month or two ago and is still in working until today. You have got some forks of Avarice. You have Avex Land. You have, I think, a Dino BUSD. And now you have another one that is going to be launched and it's called the Do Rise. Okay, so this thing is going to be launched today, 28th of July at 8 o'clock UTC, 8 p.m. UTC. Okay, so if you are interested in investing in it, you have to do your own research and find out if it's something you really want to do or not. So if you're really interested, they have their light paper here. Just a click and it takes you to the light paper. So the light paper tells you a kind of a roadmap on what they intend to do and how they will accomplish all this thing. But just bear in mind, if you know how Avarice works, then it's just the same thing, the same procedure for you to invest. All right, so this is the light paper here. You just come on here and say do Rise Lava token. Lava token is the native token for this protocol. So here you can download it. Just come up here and click and download it in PDF. Okay, so that you can have time to read it thoroughly well before before you invest in it. As I always say, we are in a DeFi world, which is a very fantastic time to be in the world with decentralized finance. What does it mean? It means minimum presence of business intermediation. You just connect your wallet, you do whatever you want to do, you invest, you swap tokens, you receive, that is whatever you want to do. But on the other hand, there is a challenge to that. What is it? You got to study because no one is going to give you the right information. So you got to study, you have to read, you have to understand. If you make any mistake, you are going to lose your tokens or your assets. All right, so that is the challenge it brings to everyone. So that is why I always advise you once you go to any protocol, don't just take the words of the YouTubers and people who promote or who talk about the protocol. Just you have to go and read what the protocol is all about. Get the information by yourself. That is what we mean by decentralized finance. It means you have minimum intermediation in the business. It doesn't mean that the intimidation has been eliminated 100%, no, but it's been reduced drastically. All right. So if you're interested in investing in this, so first thing you have to do, if you have been investing in Avarice, is the same thing, so you don't have to learn anything anymore. But if you are coming for the first time, you have to read the light paper and see how it works. Okay? And the light paper is here. You just click here, download, and read anytime you have time to do it. All right, so let's just go back to the dashboard of the Dual Rise and see what it's all about, whether they have something new they have to improve on Avarice. As I said before, it's a fork of Avarice, and this is Avarice. I am also invested in Avarice, so this is it. And you know how it works. The first thing you do in Avarice, you just come to the lobby, you click here, first you connect your wallet, you click on the lobby, and then you enter. Okay, I'm just clicking it just to show you how it works, Avarice works, because it's the same thing as Dual Rise. But Dual Rise has not been launched, so you cannot do anything on it now. That is why I am using the Avarice, which has been functioning for about 2 months now, to show you. So once you come to Avarice, you connect your wallet. You see, my wallet has been connected. Click on the lobby, then it's just loading here. It's going to show a lot of information. Good. So this is the lobby. And then if you just, you can see where it's not here, it's on the other page. Okay, it's now loading. So these ones here are my own. Okay, you can see collected. I have collected it. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is to enter. You click enter, and then it will just activate your wallet. Then when you enter, it's going to give you an option for you to put the amount of BNB you want to invest. Alright, so you can put any amount to 0.01, 0.001, any amount you want to invest, you just put in there, or 1 BNB. But remember, as I always tell you, if you are coming to the first time, trying it, you don't have to put everything you have. You have to put the risk capital. What is risk capital? That is the amount you can be able to lose, and then life continues. You don't need to blame anyone. So that's the risk capital. In my own case, everybody has its own limit of the risk capital. My risk capital is 0.1 BNB. So in anywhere I go, I cannot put more than 0.1 BNB. So if it fails, okay, if it works, if it's successful, then I will put in more as time goes on. But I cannot put at the beginning more than 0.1 BNB. That's my limit. Okay. There are people who can be able to lose 5 BNB and be comfortable. So when I get to that level, we'll see. But now, so everyone has his own risk capital. You have to know your own limit. Do not say because the other one put 0.5 or 1. No. Your limit can be 0.01. That is one thing that is fantastic about the crypto space. The entry barrier is very low, which means anybody can enter into the game. How much is BNB now? If BNB is $265, okay, 0.1 is $26.50, 0.01 is less than $3. So with that, 0.001 is 10 cents. With that, you can start. You don't need to say, oh no, because I don't have this. No. You can, for example, here, look at one of my deposits here. The last one I made was 0.025. Okay, 0.025. Okay, I have another one here, 0.14. But the first deposit I made was 0.01 BNB. Okay, so as it goes on, continue. Then I had to increase 0.04, and then I had 0.14. I told you my limit is 0.1 BNB. But because it's been successful, it's been working, and then I increased to 0.14 now. And the last one, the deposit I made was 0.025 BNB. Okay, so once you come in here and enter, and you put the amount you want to deposit, and then you confirm it through the wallet, pay gas fees, which is normal, you pay. And then this is an auction. Avarice is an auction site. Avarice also is going to be an auction. It works as an auction, which means you don't have a predetermined value you are going to earn. Everything depends on the auction of the day. As you can see here, you see the time just running. So whenever this is a 00, then they have to tell you the reward you receive for that day. Okay. If you come in here and enter the first amount, when this one goes to 00, that is 00 UTC, then they will now tell you to collect. As I collected here, they will say claim your tokens, which is Avarice token. For example, here I put 0.025, and then it says you receive 366.7247 Avarice. Okay, so when you click claim, it will say claim. You click on it, and then you confirm in your wallet. You collect it. After collecting it, you now come to the staking. You click on the staking because first you have to transform the BNB into their native token, which is Avarice, and then after the auction of the day, which always ends at 00 UTC. So depending on where you live, anytime you want to do anything here, check your time in respect to UTC. Okay, where I'm living to UTC, 3 hours. So what do I do? Every 9 o'clock, 9:05, I have to check and see what the result of the day. Okay, you now click on staking. You have collected it. You click on staking. You come to this place, and then you put the number of tokens that you received. Generally, the tokens will appear in this place. So you just put it, copy it, and put here, and then you have to say the number of days you want to stake it. You have from 1 day until 300 days. So you just select. Everything depends on you. But of course, the more time you stake it, the longer you stake, the more reward you are going to receive, and the more bonus tokens you are going to receive. Okay, the last one I staked, let me show you here. The last one, remember the one I said 0.025? That's the last one I staked. I staked it for 250 days. 250 days. Okay. The other ones I staked was 42 days, 30 days, 30 days. But this one I said no, I want to stake it for 250 days. The next one I will do will just be 300 days. Okay, but that is what I do. I'm just telling you what I do or how I'm doing it. It's not a financial advice, please. Do your own research. You have to know your limit, know the amount you have and the amount you can play with, and then you do it. But do not be on the sidelines. I always say that. Do not be on the sidelines because history will never forget a person who stays on the sideline, who didn't take action. But history will forget someone who took action and made a mistake. But it will never forget someone who stayed on the sideline. So you got to take action. You have to participate. Okay. If it well, nobody knows if it's going to work 100% or not. But some people are making a hell of money out of this since it was launched. So now, how do you say that? Some are making it through this platform because everything here is there is no predetermined value. There is no guarantees. Everything here depends on the auction of the day, day-to-day auction. All right, depends on the number of people who enter into the auction and then they distribute accordingly. So, all right. So, for example, here, what are the dividends I have earned? The first one I started with 0.01. Now I have earned this dividend of 0.004, which is a 40%. Until now, it's 40% of what I invested. Now I have this one here. This one was 0.004. I have earned up to this. All right. So, and then the most recent is 250 days. As you can see, is very slowly appearing. I have received dividend of 0.001. Remember, this is a 0.025. Okay, but imagine 250 days is how many? 250 days is how many months? Right, it's um, 250 should be how many months? 300 should be 10 months. Okay, about 8 months or so. 8 months and a half or something like that. Because 240 days will be 8 months. Okay, 8 months and something. All right. So before that one gets, of course, this one will earn me more dividend proportionately because of the time it's been staked for 250 days. Okay. So always do your research and see what you want to do and how you want to do it. Okay, but why did I stake this for 250 days? Because already I have these ones for 30 days. It's already ending. It's already ending, and let me see how many percent remains for it to end. Let me see from here. Buy and sell gives me the percentage for me to have an idea. When it's going to end, how many percent, and what should I expect. And always remember, the maximum reward comes towards the end of the staking period. All right, so it is designed in a way that you get the maximum reward toward very close to the end of the staking period, not at the beginning. So you are going to be surprised. I might show you again what's because I think the first one is getting to an end. We are going to see how many percent has it run and what remains, and how many percent reward have I received, and then when it's completed, I will show you again for us to see the difference, what happens towards the end of the staking period. Because this programmed in that way. Because the longer time you hold it, the better. So the rewards they will give you, they don't do it at the beginning of the period. They will do it towards the end of the period, if you to see if you have the patience to stay until the end of second period. Because the essence of the whole thing is to compound and remove the token out of circulation, and then the value goes up, and then they can use it to invest in their project to have a return. So if you invest today and remove tomorrow, it's not a good practice for the platform. Okay, so the first one I did 30 days is 93% now has been concluded, and I have now received this, which is how many percent? 43%. The dividend means I have received until this time is 43%. Okay, that is because this was 0.01, so this one is 43%, 43.5. Okay, but so at least I'm going to make 50% of this by the time it concludes 100%. Or it could be more because the higher reward, the greater reward comes towards the end of the staking period. Maybe it can reach 60. But I'm just taking this at an average of 50% for this one. All right, for this one here, this one is another 30 days, 0.04. Until this time, I have made how many percent of it? Uh, Let me just check because I record them here for. Oh, okay. So this one here, I have already made. It's at this point, I had already made 40%, 0.016. Now, I have already made this one here, 30 days, 0.04 I started with. With this percentage here, I have already made about 45% profit. I will call it profit, okay? And it's still 76% of the staking period. So I still have some 24% to go. Okay, almost 1/4 to go of the time. So probably this one may get up to 60-70% return. Okay, and when we come to this one, 0.14, it's only 20% gone done. This was done for 42, 43. This was done for 43 days. Okay, for 43 days. So let me see what have I got for 0.01, 0.43 days, 0.14. Okay, only 20%, and then I have made some 13% until now, but it's only 20% down. Okay, so I am just showing you all these things to show that generally the longer you stake it, the more you are going to receive. And of course, the amount you stake also will also affect the amount the rewards are going to receive. Okay, so this is how Avarice works. So we'll come in first, you go to the lobby, you enter into the auction, okay, and then after 24, after they close their 0 0, you have to go and claim, which means the result of the auction. Then the amount of Avarice they gave you, they will appear in this place. Then you now go to the staking here. You click the staking. So when you click the staking, you come in here and then you put, oh no, I am in buy and sell, please. You come to the staking here and click. Then you transfer the number of tokens that appeared here, and then state the number of days you would like it to stay with until maximum of 300 days. And then you confirm in your wallet, and then that's all. Then whenever it is 0 at this place, you check the result. Okay, that is 0 UTC, maybe 01 or 02. The result will be here. You just come, you don't need to do anything. You just click on the staking, and then you come to this place. All right, then if you want to know in terms of percentages and everything, you have to know. You come here on buy and sell and click so that you can see the percentage progress in each of them, and then see the rewards more precisely. Because when you come to the staking, it's approximate. But when you go to buy and sell, you see precisely the numbers and what they represent. All right, so all this explanation to the Avarice is just for you to know how it works in case you don't know about it. And then for those who already know about it, this new one that is going to be launched, that is a dual rise, works in the same way because it's a fork of that. All right, so when you come, this is a staking. When you come here, it's now loading. Everything again will appear, but it will be approximate values. Okay. Okay, so what is approximate? This one will show you this way. It doesn't show the precise percentage progress, and the dividends here will just be, it's approximate. The numbers are approximate. Okay, but you can come here and see it. All right. Then if you want to see precisely, you go to buy and sell and click, and then they appear. So knowing this one here, you can now do the same thing here. Do rise panel just like Avarice. You click here. If you click, it will open for you. The same procedures of Avarice you just used for this one. Everything is the same because it's a fork of that. All right. So they say that at the core, dual rise means greed, just like Avarice. It's an incredibly lucrative staking DApp that is built on the shoulders of giants, drawing inspiration from highly successful T2X platform. From the glory days of DeFi, dual rise brings the action fun and the FOMO to the Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Here says you click to get the lava token, just like the way you click to get the Avarice tokens. Okay, but it's not been launched yet, so it doesn't work now. Okay, it's going to be launched at 8 p.m. UTC, which is where I'm living. It should be 5 o'clock. All right, so benefits from investing. So you got to read all these things to know what are their, what do they have different from Avarice, which is a kind of a pioneer in this. So you just read and find out what they have, entered BNB over all this. You just read. As I said before, you have always to read the white paper or the light paper for you to understand what the protocol is all about. Okay? And how it works. As I said before, this is just like Avarice, it works by auction every 24 hours. So every 24 hours, every 00 UTC time, you have to check the result for that day. That's the way it works. Okay, so in case you like this type of information, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos when posted. Alright, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.